All right then, folks. So I have been talking about my journey I'm on right now. I I'm on a journey to get fit and to get educated. So I have a number of books I'm reading right now, and don't freak out. You don't have to read as much as I do. But if you're going to do that, also you don't have to rush either. You can take your time, little by little, bit by bit, piece by piece. You will finish the book. So I'm on the journey right now. Um, it's kind of like to reinvent myself. I believe. You know, I think that's the correct um, sentence I'm looking for, or statement. So on the journey to reinvent myself. So I have this is this is from the personal development category of books. Yeah. So I'm reading this one right now. And I also listen to stuff as well on YouTube or the audiobooks. I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning to listen to those books on audios. And this is an interesting one here. This is Chaos by Tom O'Neill. This is Charles Manson and the CIA and the 60s, and history of the 60s. This is a decent one here. I'm reading it, and I still have a lot more reading to do for this one, but it's a very good book. I really enjoy reading it. And like I said, I'm reinventing myself. So working on my vocabulary, building up my vocabulary as well, because that's part of the reinvention. Words you should know to make you sound smart. I don't think I want to sound smart. I just want to reinvent myself. And this is a good one right here. Overthrow. Because I'm on the journey right now to re-educate myself. And I'm working on that. Morning, noon, and night. So, okay, no, I should say this one here is from the history category. All right. So these two, this one here and this is from the history category. And the first one I said, this one is from the personal development category, because that's the journey I'm on right now. I'm reading history, personal development, and also spirituality. This one is called The Journey Within. It's written by a monk. Um, you know, Radhanath Swami. I forgot what Swami means, but this is a monk right here. All right. So this is part of the journey. Looks like a lot, and it is a lot, but it has to get done. You know what I mean? So the journey within. This is from the spiritual category. Like I said, this is written by a monk, and that's the journey I'm on right now. I just finished listening to Compound Effect by Darian Hardy on YouTube, audiobooks on YouTube as well. And and that's from the personal development category. And I just finished listening to Kybalion. Kybalion and the Three Initiates. That's from the spiritual category. So these are the three categories that I'm working on right now: spirituality, personal development, and history. So and I have little stuff here which I read as well too. So that's the journey I'm on to reinvent, re-educate myself, and also stay in shape, stay fit. Today is 414 days since I am on the, um, on the fitness journey. And fitness is how I build consistency. And I stay consistent as well. So this is something that um, I know a lot of people probably struggling with. They do not know how to stay consistent. And um, thanks, Christy. Appreciate it. So a lot of people do not know how to stay consistent. And I know that is a problem for a lot of people, right? So consistency is something that you're going to have to build. You have to work on it. It's like any other muscle. It needs to be worked on, to be built up, to be developed. And over a period of time, it will become easier. But I can guarantee you, in the beginning, it's going to be hard. Because if you never really stayed with anything for most of your life, or at least, Igor, good to see you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope all is well with you and your loved ones. All right? So, we're dealing with consistency here. Like I said, 414 days since I'm on the fitness journey. All right? So, Haley, good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. All right? So, you have to work on the consistency. All right? Uh, you know, my best wishes to you. Thank you very much. All right. So, right, Christy, exactly. So you might have to stay with something for a good little minute. I suggest, this is my recommendation. The first 100 days, don't take any days off in the first 100 days. That's my recommendation. If you can do that, this is not particularly easy, or if you are going to space it out, and you said I'm going to go to the gym on these 3 days, you need to do that every single week because you are building consistency. Becoming a becoming a person who is consistent is not easy. It's actually hard work because you have to get up, go out there, and go do it even when you don't feel like. So this is why you have to incorporate it into your lifestyle. Uh, all right. So we are going to be working on, consistency. All right. So we are going to be working on you becoming consistent. What One of the main reasons why I recommend consistency, because this is how you are going to get respect. People respect people who are consistent. Who do you want on your team? The guy who shows up whenever he feels like. You want, let's say you have a business or and you are hiring employees. What employees would you like to have? The guy who shows up whenever he feels like, or the guy who shows up every single day when he's supposed to work. Right? Same way for you. You're gonna have to treat yourself like that for a while. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to start working on your consistency. And I know this is not particularly easy for a lot of people. It's extremely hard, especially in the beginning. But you're gonna have to put in the work. Without you being consistent, you're not going to get anything done. And also, especially men, we need something called respect. And when we don't get it, that's the reason why we become so chaotic and we can cause a lot of problems um, for ourselves and other people as well. So we want to dig you out of that, low state that you are in, because you need to get up out of there. All right? You need to get out of that low state you are in. Start getting back your respect and your dignity, because this is better for you and for the people who are around you. They will have less problem with you. You start to respecting yourself again, and other people will start respecting you. And you will start respecting yourself when you start to do things, and when you start doing things that to make your life better, and you stick with them. I recommend running. I recommend working out. You need to get up there on that pull-up bar and start doing the pull-ups. You need to do the push-ups as well. You gotta lift some weights. You gotta get in shape. That's one thing I recommend. And you are not just gonna get in shape. You're going to stay in shape, because that has to happen. You gotta stay in shape, because that's a win. Whenever you stay in shape, you are winning. You feel good about yourself. You feel better about yourself. People around you notice your commitment, your discipline, your consistency, and naturally they will gravitate to you and they will respect you because of your commitment to yourself. A lot of us want respect, but we do not know how to get it. And that's why a lot of us are so angry a lot of the times, because we're not getting the respect that we so crave. But respect is something that you earned. It has to be, it's something that you have to work on. So the more you work on yourself, the more respect you get. People might not see you in the beginning. One day you take off your shirt and you expose your six pack. What do you think they're going to say? They're going to come talk to you. Oh my God, how long did it take you to, get so fit and so forth? So it works. All right. Or maybe one day you get a chance to speak somewhere, and you are so eloquent, you are so fluent, your English is so good. And they are going to ask you, wow, how did you, become such a good speaker? Because you were reading all the time. You were studying all the time. You were doing the work. You know what I mean? You were doing the work. So by putting in the work, you are going to see how people treat you. Some people get better treatment than some. I don't care what they are going to tell me. We can try to deny it all we want, but it's the fact. People respect people who are, who made up them, who make up their mind and said, I'm going to do this, and then stick with it until that goal is accomplished. So that's what we're going to work on here. We're going to work on becoming more consistent. Reinvent ourselves. Re-educate ourselves. Stay fit, stay in shape, becoming a little bit more smarter, speak a little better, develop our vocabulary, because that needs to be worked on too for a lot of us, because from we left school some years ago and we haven't bothered to pick up any type of learning device or any type of learning material, some that will teach us something new. So we lost the ability to reason and have whole good conversations. because we haven't read anything in years. I remember when I didn't read a book for like 80 years. When I started out and tried to read, I remember how difficult that was because I decided, I don't know what happened to me, but I decided to not read at all. And how hard that was for me to get back into reading and to start to educate myself again or to re-educate myself. It's a pretty tough time. I have to listen to certain audios. I have to listen to them over and over and over and over until after a while I get better. But it was hard work. So I can only imagine, and what I heard that most of us don't read anyways. But if we're not reading, then we probably should be investing our time in audiobooks because not everybody like to read. Some people just don't want to read anything. But if you don't want to read, try audiobooks. But we cannot get away from educating ourselves. It's part of the process. And when we run away from that, to stay in our ignorance because we do not want to know, learn history. We don't want to get into personal development. We don't want to get into spirituality. We don't want to learn anything at all. You just want to chill. Not gonna be good. All right. So this is why I'm on this journey here to reinvent myself, and I would like a lot of you to start doing that as well. And don't forget, put on your running shoes, get out there, and you need to start running. Running opens up your endorphins. It makes you a little bit more happier than how you are right now. Get up on the pull-up bar, start doing the pull-ups, hit the ground, start doing the push-ups. I did 70 pull-ups today. I'm at 290 push-ups for the day already. My goal is 300, but I'm gonna do a little bit more than that. But I'm at 290 push-ups for the day already. This is how we are going to get ourselves up out of where we are right now. Because I can only imagine if you are in a low state, trying to get some respect, it might not happen. You might get a ton of disrespect because you are in a low state and you keep on lowering yourself. One way how to dig yourself out of that is smart and rip. Lee, smart and rip. Yeah. So, one way how to dig yourself out of that low state that you are in, because you need to get up out of there. You are not getting any respect at all. Maybe you're married, you have a wife, you have children and so forth, and they are probably giving you a hard time. It's because you are in a low state. People can feel that vibration. They can feel that lowness about you. We all been there. It's not just you. All of us been there. We understand it. That's why we can talk about it now. When you are in that low state, you probably doesn't have any respect, hardly have any respect for anybody, and vice versa. They have no respect for you as well because you are in a low state. And you need to get up out of there. So that way, you can start feeling good about yourself again. All right? So, we're going to work on that. We're going to get you out of where you are. How do you do that? Well, I want you to combine these two things together. I want you to combine education and fitness. So I want you to combine education and fitness together. That is going to help you to get out of the low state that you are in, where you are just angry, bitter. You are not working probably not working a job that you like. You live in an area that you don't like. Whatever is going on, whatever that is, I want you to get yourself up out of that state. You're gonna put these two things together, education and fitness. All right. And I want you to find some subjects that you like. I would highly recommend try a little bit of spirituality. That can help you to go a far long way. And you must start reading and listening to personal development audios and reading personal development books. You must do that. That is not even something that you can avoid or not do. That's something that you must do. Unless you have something else, to take the place of that, then that's fine. But you must get into personal development. You have to. It's like pretty much all the people who I follow over the years, they all get on the personal development journey. They all do, and they never exit, never get off. They stay. If they fell off, they get back on. So personal development is a must, and we want you guys to get into it. So if you feel like right now you are not getting any respect right now, and you feel like you want to be respected, you're gonna have to do some work. I hate to say it, but if you are John that worked down at the grocery store, honestly to God, people don't respect those people. They really don't. I'm like, John, you're a nice guy and so forth, but is that respect? You know, does anybody pick up their phone calling you for a specific skill thing that because they have a problem and they are calling you to help them solve that particular problem? Does anybody call you? They are not doing that. And we have to take a look at that. When you look, especially when you go on YouTube, and you can see that people are actually calling these people. All right? They are actually calling these people because they have a problem or they have a topic that they want to talk about so they can entertain other people, bring audience to their YouTube channel or something like that. Or you can fix certain things or whatever it is. You can teach a course or something like that. You notice that people, nobody is calling you, but they are calling those people. And I find that interesting. And this is why we're going to have to get good at something. Maybe we're going to create a product. We're going to have a service. Or we're going to learn how to entertain people. I saw this one guy. I forgot what's his name? Rabbit? I forgot what his name is. But I think he passed away now. And this guy can tell stories. This guy can tell stories like nobody else. He just hold you there. And I'm like, I want to click off and get away from him. And it was so difficult to do. Because this guy telling stories and he just hold you. He got pretty good at telling stories. And in today's world, we can pretty much, it's easier for us to make it today than ever before because so many avenues have been opened up now. You and your wife probably can go dance on Instagram and TikTok and make money, probably. So I know it's still hard, but there are so many avenues open now. We just have to do the work. And by doing the work, guess what happened? We start feeling good again. We start respecting ourselves again. And we want to get back around people so that way we can start sharing what we have learned and what we have discovered while we went on the journey of self-discovery or personal development. So that's where we are right now, folks. So don't forget, you are going to educate yourself. You are going to get back into it. We're going to get back into it. Start doing the work again. Right? We're not going to run away from this. We're going to do it. Notice, whenever you are in a low state, notice, have you ever had anything good come to you when you're in a low state? Maybe so. But for the most part, you struggle. You struggle to have friends. You struggle to even feel any kind of happiness. You are pretty much angry most of the time, because that's what low vibration does to you. It makes you feel low, saying things that you probably shouldn't have said to other people and so forth. And you want to get out of that state as fast as you possibly can, because you need to be a better person, and you want to become a better person, and you are going to have to do the work. And I recommend right away, get in shape, start educating yourself. Those two together will raise up your vibration. You'll be a lot more happier than you are right now. You might not have the bank account full of money like everybody wants tomorrow morning or right now. You might not have that. But there are some things you can attain. You'll be a little bit more loving, a little bit more kind, and you'll be a little bit more happier. And it will raise up your vibration a little bit more than, above where it is right now. So that way, when people come around you, they can feel that energy that you are radiating. And they will want to be in your life. They will want to be around you. So get out of your low state. Reinstate the respect and the dignity back into your life. Start feeling good about yourself again. Commit to something. Discipline yourself to do the thing you say you're going to do. Stay consistent. Consistency is how you will find people start to respect you, because you are a man of your word. You say you're going to do something and you do it. You don't complain about if the how cold it is outside, or how hot it is, or if it's raining. You don't complain about that. You just get up and you go do it anything anyways. Know what I mean? So Ryan here with a new video. Don't forget, folks, like and subscribe. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. Stay with me on this journey here of reinvention, fitness, and education. We're going to use that to reinvent ourselves and to gain back our respect and our dignity. And we need to be independent. And our ultimate goal is to be free to get off of the plantation that they told us that we can become successful and blah, 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 whatever. Yes, that's true. But you see, that's not the whole story. We are playing a game here which we weren't trained to play. So what happened? We're losing. Most of us are losing. But that is going to change. because we are figuring this thing out here day by day as we go along. Change your life. Fitness plus education will change your life. I can assure you. You won't be the person who you are right now. You won't be that person in that low state, angry, bitter, miserable, not getting the respect that you so crave. You're not independent, you know, and you would probably never be free until you start to reinvent yourself. Start on the journey today. Fitness, education, and take yourself out of the low state that you are in. You can do it. I did it, and I'm still doing it, and I guarantee you, your life can change by continue doing the work. All right, Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon in a new live. Take care, like and subscribe, folks. All right, bye for now.